Adipose tissue, very nice. Now, this is the structure that tells you it's the front of the heart. The coronary sulcus. Remember this? It starts, this is the line. It's really, if you took the fat off, there would be a groove here. And there are blood vessels in that groove. That's where the coronary vessels hide. And then the vessels are protected by a layer of fat. The backside has a coronary sulcus, but it looks very different. All right? So when you look at the front, the coronary sulcus, let's see what this one looks like. The coronary sulcus looks better on this one, it's clearer. It starts in the upper left and courses its way to the lower right. All right, then it's similar to this. It starts in the upper left, this got more fat, and then it courses its way to the lower right. Here's the backside of this guy. So it's very different looking. Understand? So once you know the front, then you know left from right. So as you're looking at it, this is the right side, and this is the left side. Here's the flap. What's this flap called?
Right auricle.
The right auricle. This guy. It's an ear flap. That's what auricle means, ear flap. What kind of tissue? Adipose tissue. What's this? Right auricle. What's this?
Left auricle.
Left auricle. Then here's a layer. And the layer, I'll pry it up like this, and I'll put a pin in it. So it'll look
Epicardium?
epicardium. So I have to demonstrate this, and the question will be identify the layer. And that's the epicardium. So it'll be shown like that. ID layer by epicardium. Then with respect to there's right auricle, fat tissue, coronary sulcus. I'll show the epicardium over here. Here's another piece. I already pried it up. So that's epicardium. Then for the point of the heart down here, that's the apex. And what's the flat portion up here? Base. Here's 7, left auricle. And then the first vessel that you encounter is this guy. What valve's at the base of the pulmonary trunk? What?
Pulmonic valve?
The right semilunar, yeah, the pulmonary semilunar. So I separated the pulmonary trunk. So now you have this vessel is the most anterior vessel. It's closest to the front surface of the heart. So this is your pulmonary trunk. Boom. That's the only vessel I'm asking for, as a matter of fact. So, you know, I could ask you, I'm not going to ask you these other vessels. They're all over the place. Here's some vessels back there, another vessel over here. We're not interested in those. So that's number one. Now, this guy is the chambers and another layer. Here's epicardium from a very weird view, from the side. I wouldn't do this to you. So don't expect this. Understand? Okay. Get these away. All right, now, you're still looking at the front of the heart. So this is still right side, this is left side. When you lift up the top, it's still the same orientation, right side, left side. You're always going to get this view. How do you know this is left side? Thick, muscular wall. Look at the difference in the thickness of the ventricle wall. Right ventricle, thin wall, left ventricle, humongous. All right. So that's how you know from the inside, right from left. So what chamber?
Right atrium.
Right atrium. What chamber? You just hit me in the head. Left atrium. What chamber?
Right atrium.
What chamber? Right ventricle. What chamber?
Right atrium.
Okay, what chamber?
Left ventricle.
Left ventricle. What chamber?
Left atrium.
Good. The AV valves denote atria from ventricles. All right, that denotes top chambers from lower chambers. What are these things?
Chordae tendon.
Chordae tendineae. Heartstrings. Okay. So what's this thing?
Septum.
Septum. What layer?
Myocardium.
What layer?
Myocardium.
Myocardium. Wherever the brown tissue is, that's myocardium. What's this structure, however?
Septum.
Septum. So there's two questions. If I stick number 2 in here and I ask you, what is that structure? Septum. But if I ask you what layer it is, myocardium. Anywhere where this brown tissue is myocardium. Okay, so what layer? Myocardium. What layer?
Myocardium.
Myocardium. What structure? Septum. What are these little things here?
Chordae tendon.
Chordae tendineae. Now, the septum tells you right side from left side. All right? If you're on that side, you're on the right side. You're on this side, you're on the left. So what structure?
Atrium.
Left?
Atrium.
No, the structure here. I got to ask you a chamber if I want the chamber. What chamber is down here?
Left ventricle.
Left ventricle. What are these structures? Chordae tendineae. What are they attached to over here? This thing. Oh, it's a valve.
Tricuspid.
No, bicuspid. Where's it between? It's between this, which is what?
Atrium.
Which atrium? Left atrium, what? Left ventricle. So what's the name of this valve? Bicuspid or mitral or left atrioventricular. So you have to be, you could use any name. Now, are we on the same side of the septum over here as the AV valve? Here's the septum. Are we on the same left side?
Yeah.
All right, here is left semilunar. You can see the left semilunar. It's on the same side of the septum as the left AV. It's just next to it. So if I take this little snippet off here, fix it a little. I'm taking a little part of the septum away so you can see the valve a little more clearly. All right, the valve is this little cup here. That's the valve. What valve? Left semilunar. How do you know it's the left side? It's on the same, it's to the left, well, it's to the right of the septum when you're looking at it. But it's still on the thick muscular side. So what's this thing? Left semilunar. And what vessel is above the left semilunar? Up here. No. How do you get out of the left ventricle? The ascending aorta. Very good. So here's the, when this valve closes, this valve opens and blood, this valve will seal closed like that, and the blood now goes into the ascending aorta. It passes the left semilunar. Okay? So this is the second vessel, but I'm asking this one from the inside. All right, that's that guy. I already asked you what I needed to do. This is your pulmonary trunk, so I actually put the label here. And I cut a window, I cut down, and then I opened up a picture window here. So this time, this valve, I'm asking, what is this structure? It's at the base of the pulmonary trunk. How about it? Pulmonic semilunar or right semilunar. Forget about George, he's an EMT, he's a cardiac surgeon already. So this is called the right semilunar. The left semilunar is this one. You can see the left from the inside. The only one I'm going to point to you like this is the right semilunar. Now I could ask you this. So if I point to this thing, that's the pulmonary trunk. To see the right semilunar, I cut down. I take a scissor and I cut down into the pulmonary trunk until I get to the valve. What's this thing? Hello? What auricle?
Left.
Left auricle. All right, here's the flap. That's why it's called the ear flap, auricle. You can see the auricles on the pig's heart as well. What's this thing?
The right.
Right auricle. Is this from or what? All right, this is the same thing. I asked you all the things on this already. So we're finished with the heart review. Shall we do a kidney?